We are back, and time for the news downtown. We got 43 degrees, and brought to you this morning by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. Dr. Inishida and his crew with the Care, Compassion, and Roadmap to Your Recovery begin. Once again, here's Bill Shope.
Thanks, Steve. Good morning, everyone. Shane Tiemann, Scioto County prosecutor, announced the Scioto County grand jury met and returned 14 public indictments. Defendants indicted included Eric Keaton, 33, of Lucasville, who was indicted on charges of forgery, receiving stolen property, and theft. Richard Crabtree, age 46, also of Lucasville, was indicted on charges of tampering with evidence, grand theft of a motor vehicle, receiving stolen property, and aggravated possession of drugs, while Anna Caudle, age 33, also Portsmouth, was indicted on charges of illegal conveyance of drugs of abuse onto grounds of a specified governmental facility and tampering with evidence, along with possessing drug abuse instruments. Now, potential change under the upcoming Trump administration could affect immigrants living in Ohio. Republican Senator-elect Bernie Moreno says the plan is to end temporary protected status, which was granted to, among others, thousands of Haitian people now living in Springfield. Doug Petcash has the story.
In early October, Trump said he would revoke temporary protected status for Haitian immigrants in Springfield and deport them. Senator-elect Bernie Moreno says the administration will not revoke TPS immediately, but will not extend it past February of 2026 when it expires for Haiti. The American Immigration Council says the Secretary of Homeland Security has the authority to grant temporary protected status, not Congress. It has to be renewed every 18 months. The designation is made for people living in countries dealing with crises, including war, natural disasters, and other extraordinary and temporary conditions.
2024 has been a busy year for the Scioto County Engineers Office, and we spoke with engineer Darren LeBrun, who told us he is proud of his staff's accomplishments.
As far as the projects we've got going and what we've completed this year, if you add up the contract value, we're right a little over $10 million worth of projects. So we've been busy this year. And then as far as grant dollars awarded for those projects, we're at $5.175 million. So I'm proud of that work. That's a lot of effort for a staff that we have as far as the size of our staff. And I tell our staff we're pretty aggressive with the grants. And I tell them, whenever we get one, it feels like a win because it is competitive.
Now, LeBrun also talked about how his agency works with township trustees when it comes to paving projects.
Sometimes roads aren't ready to be paved. They're in a condition to where, they need a little bit of prep work. And, with some, like in Rush Township, at least in McDermott, earlier this year, we helped them prep some of their roads, with our crews. We have agreements for that. I think that technical advice is one of the roles, obviously, one of the more important roles that the county engineer has.
On some good news, as overdose deaths due to opioid abuse have declined in Ohio over the course of this year, Governor Mike DeWine yesterday announced a major amount of money headed the state's direction to continue the fight. Here is Angela N.
$100 million in federal funding is coming to Ohio to help fight the opioid crisis. Governor Mike DeWine made that announcement today. The federal grant funding will now go to local organizations all across the state. DeWine recently said the state's overdose deaths dropped 9% last year, which outpaced the national 2% decrease.
For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope reporting.
Do you ever have anything in life that you just can't handle or make work or contain? Something that should be relatively simple, but for some reason, you can't do it.
Do you know who I work with?
Oh. Well, for me, to give you an example, it's battery chargers. I have in my garage 7 battery chargers that I've bought over the years.
All right.
The only one that I could ever get to work properly was one I bought in 1973 at Sears for about $20.
And it's still working.
No, well, it was until it finally fell apart. So I've got all these other batteries. So I go yesterday. My buddy J.D. Niddle down at Niddles. I love the guy, and he takes care of the fleet. And so I go in, and he loans me a battery charger. I've got a car that I can't get running, right?
Okay.
Because of the battery. So hey, can't miss with this. I said, okay. So I take it out to the house, plug it in, and go, okay. Absolutely nothing from the battery. This was supposed to be something that you just plugged it in to your battery and off your car would go. No, Didn't work. So I'm just feeling a little battery charger depressed today. That they know me. Battery chargers have lives, and they know when you're using them, and they know who to work for and who not to work for.
It certainly sounds like it.
And I am that person over my years. The only one I had was my Sears Craftsman, I'm sorry.
Freudian slip.
Yeah, but it's now been disabled. So anyway, I just want to thank JD and all the folks down in Niddles for giving me a chance to try to re-earn my esteem yesterday. It just didn't work.
It's not his fault. I don't know if you know or not,
What?
but they do sell batteries at different locations here in the United States.
Really?
Car batteries.
Let's talk about this.
Yes, sir.
All right. This update brought to you this morning by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, Dr. Inashita, where the care, compassion, and roadmap to your recovery begin. The health and well-being of the community when it comes to cancer care and the cure is a name that's legendary. His name is Dr. Inashita. At Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, they're always there to think way ahead of the curve to provide the absolute latest in care treatments and that personal one-on-one service that today is so rare. With Dr. Inashita and King's Daughters, they owe their success to the many forward-thinking community members and great volunteers who have all helped shape King's Daughters and Dr. Inashita as their first choice from patients and families who choose them for the most critical time in their life, when that absolute right decision must be made. For more information from screenings to treatment, contact Dr. Inashita by calling 353-4884 or stop by and meet their incredibly helpful staff at 916 11th Street in Portsmouth. With Dr. I and Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, that's where the care, compassion, and the roadmap to your cure begin. It is time now once again for sports, 7:39, and brought to you this morning by Collier Home Medical. And Home Medical says it all, because at Collier, they will come to you and set up a home medical situation, a variety of home medical equipment, and they'll do that free of charge at Collier. All right, well, we got Chuck in here this morning and been on Spread a Rumor Day. You got a hot one you'd like to spread around?
Well, actually, yes.
Go ahead.
Word on the street is that the Portsmouth Brewing Company is going to have its smoked wings again this coming weekend.
No.
Actually, that's from Darren Moulton. It's fact.
Did he
But
really say? Well,
yes, I saw him yesterday, and they're bringing them back this weekend
okay, smoked wings
at the brewery.
at the brewery.
Yep.
All right.
Take us straight. This weekend.
Dashing. We're going to take that to the bank
Yep.
on Spread a Rumor Day.
I told him that I'm a smoked wing connoisseur.
Yeah.
I love me some smoked wings.
I know you do, and I do too. So, all right, I'm sold.
That
If-
could actually become a mainstay on the menu.
Is it just an experiment right now?
I think it's just in an experimental phase, but I think that it's going to go.
Well, wings to watch the Buckeyes play. That's going to be a noon kickoff, right?
That'll be a noon kickoff. That's right. At Wrigley Field, nonetheless.
That's right. This is going to be that North taking on Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but that's going to be something. Isn't
Smoke
it?
wings and Buckeyes football. Man.
You got me convinced. I just hope it's not a rumor.
That is not a rumor. It will
Yeah.
be this weekend for
Okay,
sure.
all right, thank you. Here's Chuck with more.
Yeah, and here's a fact for you. The Kentucky Wildcats scored a big win last night. 19th ranked Duke defeated number 19 Kentucky defeated number 6 Duke 77-72. Senior Andrew Carr led the Wildcats with 17 points as UK improved to 3-0 on the season. Now, elsewhere in top 25 men's college hoops yesterday, number 1 Kansas was triumphant over Michigan State 77-69. 12th ranked Baylor bested Sam Houston 104-67, and 25th ranked Ole Miss knocked off South Alabama 64-54. In the NBA tonight, the Cleveland Cavaliers will visit the Sixers for a 7:30 tip-off. Cleveland is unbeaten, a perfect 12-0. The new college football playoff rankings were unveiled last night. The Ohio State Buckeyes are second to Oregon. Texas is third. Penn State is fourth, and Indiana is fifth. Boy, if you look at the top 5 and how Ohio State has relations with those teams, the Buckeyes fell by 1 point at the top-ranked team. That's Ohio State's only loss. OSU has already defeated number 4 Penn State, and the Buckeyes will have an opportunity in a couple weeks to take on 5th-ranked Indiana. So the Buckeyes have already proven themselves in many instances and have plenty more opportunities to do that before this season is through. Rounding out the top 12 last night were BYU, Tennessee, Notre Dame, Miami, Alabama, Ole Miss, and the Georgia Bulldogs. Tonight in college football, the Ohio University Bobcats will host Eastern Michigan for a 7 o'clock kickoff. Miami of Ohio will entertain Kent State at 7, and the Akron Zips will visit Northern Illinois at 7 o'clock. Last night, Buffalo bested Ball State 51-48 in overtime. Bowling Green was a winner over Western Michigan 31-13, and Toledo topped Central Michigan 37-10. In high school playoff football this Friday, you'll be able to hear the Wheelersburg Pirates take on West Muskingum in a Division V Region 19 semifinal game that will be played at Joe Burrows Stadium in the Plains at Athens High School. That game will air live right here on Mix 99.3 with coverage starting at 6:30. A couple of Wheelersburg softball players will be taking their talents to the next level. Wheelersburg's Katie Boggs will sign to play softball at the University of North Carolina. Emma Smith has committed to play for the University of Charleston. In girls high school basketball news, Portsmouth's Deja Reed is signing to play at Georgetown College. Last night in the NHL, the Blue Jackets fell to the Kraken 5-2, and the Shawnee State women's volleyball team came up short to St. Mary Woods in the River States Conference Tournament yesterday. 3-0 was the final. SSU went 16-13 this season. The Bears did put 3 players on the All-River States Conference list, with seniors Hayden Wamsley and Kylie Gifford earning all-conference first-team honors for the second consecutive season. Michaela Lovely logged third-team accolades. Your Portsmouth Insurance Sports Time is 7:42. Portsmouth Insurance is a TAH Benefits partner. Call Gary Duzan for all of your employee benefit needs. And that is a look at sports.
And one more other big, quick rumor.
Ooh, all right.
Ready for
Ready.
Well, for the baseball banquet, for the Murals baseball banquet this year, allegedly the man who made the last out of the 1990 World Series sweep over the Athletics of Oakland, the man that actually caught the ball to make the last out, will be the keynote speaker.
And that would be?
Come on. I can't.
What?
Figure it out.
Okay.
Riddle me that one, Batman.
Huh.
I'll have more on Spread a Rumor Day.
Something tells me there could be a fact emerging here from this rumor.
Well, you go do your homework.
All right. I'll do some diligent research here.
All right. This update brought to you this morning by Call Your Home Medical, and they're at 1661 State Route 522, right across the corner from Kroger. Give them a call at 574-0327. We got traffic weather together on the way.
Collier is expanding its business opportunities to include Call Your Home Medical, a local durable medical equipment company, or DME, offering free home setup of a variety of home medical equipment such as home oxygen and portable oxygen, as well as hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier also offers home sleep testing along with CPAP and BiPAP for patients diagnosed with sleep apnea. Overnight pulse oximetry testing is available with a physician order. Located at 1661 State Route 522 across from Kroger in Wheelersburg, call 740-574-0327.
And it is your traffic and service of your friends at the side of the river, 1024 Gallagher Street. Of course, the river is there. Legendary steaks, chicken ribs, and more. And they'll be open at 11. As we've got a nice little commute on the way in today, enjoy this because we've got some rain moving in this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow. But everything is good right now. No accidents. We got the cracked ceiling going on Lucasville Minford Road, and that'll be through tomorrow. And we also have a boil water advisory, a line break of 6 inches. Has got about 10 connections with no water, 900 block of 9th Street in Portsmouth. And if you see something we need to know about, give us a call at 354-1993. Traffic and service of your friends at the Scioto River, open 7 days a week.
The weather is service of Mary's Spirit and Print Shop, where all regional schools are proudly represented with plenty of cool hats, shirts, sweaters, jackets, and pride. Get your school spirit on and check out the deals now at Mary's Spirit and Print Shop, 2109 Gallia Street in Portsmouth, where Mary and her graphic designer can customize anything.
First alert forecast from WSAZ. Mostly sunny and hazy today. A pleasant afternoon following the chilly start. We go from those 30s into the 60s this afternoon. Clouds do thicken up tonight and rain will be moving in steady at times at dawn. Thursday will be a first alert weather day for those rainy skies. A showery afternoon. Highs in the 50s.
I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.